The first letter of the Latin name of a plant, notice golden light, the number of petals on a lucky camellia flower. Okay, so probably 6. Golden light was gilded dendra? No. Oh, it's this one. Weeping Bell.
That means fewer abilities, clearer identities, and less keybind clutter. And yes, this also means an auto-basic attack ability for all formats. Range mainly stays the same and retains its ornament identity. Gygax is also doubling down on that two new stealth buffs, being in Gales and its alternative in Shadows. In Gales is a short self buff that doesn't require health and gives you flat damage bonus. While new Shadows, which you can use alongside your Gales, does cost drilling, it provides you 5% adrenaline on hit for 30 seconds. I personally feel it's significantly more smooth and player friendly than having to rely on crits. Only whether if it works fantastic or something like rapid fire.
So L6, L7.
Speaking of, ricochets be reverted to its AoE first single target second behavior, opposed to the previous combat base of a Jagex fight.
I amble through Meadowland, stopping every so often to examine any wildflowers that catch my eye. Buttercups, daisies, cowslips, red clover, knapweed, cat's ear, and hidden among them something new for my collection.
Severe, definitely different to the beta I tested at Jagex. First of all, everything skills on the attack skill now, and strength is just a crit stat and is used for some weapon required. The icon of Sever is now used for a new ability called Captain Strike, which is a combination of decimate and bleed. And depending on what weapon you use, it's pretty cool. It does something if you're using dual wield, it twice, and if you're using a standard weapon, it will act like bleed. AoE attack is able to the same amount of damage, yet generate more adrenaline than your typical basic. The big change here is the dismemberability, which is now
They're saying the sisterhood has been attacked. Don't know much more than that, but those seeds of redemption have got all excited about it. There's a bunch of them chanting outside of Pulliver's right now.
And finally, there's cool idea.
Foxfield Trident.
Next change is kind of cool from the early game though, and that's Blurry, which will fool you for 25 plus 4% of the damage you deal using it.
Why is it Foxfield Trident?
And yes, the greater version still
Foxfield Trident?
Gator Strike is going to be your way of gaining adrenaline with melee.
Okay.
And there's all spikes, and instead of getting crits, you gain more adrenaline from basic abilities, and you generate 3% adrenaline every 0.6 seconds or 30 seconds. That's definitely going to be useful just because
Okay.
basic ability use manually to increase your DPM on targets like points. There are some other ability changes, but I think our game is another interesting one where if you hit at least 7 targets, it resets the cooldown, allowing you to spam it. I took similar to ranged and
I'm going to Blackcomb. I will kill this servant. My people have a saying, he who lives without fear does not live at all. I will not say that I am not afraid, but it would be no bad thing to die hunting such a noble adversary. I will take Ember Soul.
Sonic Waves got significantly better, in my opinion, and it now reduces the cooldown cost of your next magic ability by
Ember Soul is thought to have protective properties. It is sometimes given as an offering to various deities in return for sanctuary. Produces flowers with many petals. Watch out for the leaves, are razor sharp. Oh, it's this one then. It is quite easy to cut one, so yeah. Yes. From Foxfield, the trident points me in the direction of some foothills northwest of the Swinside Stone Circle. A faint path leads me over a ridge and into a dell. Here a plant thrives, sheltered from the wind.
And when they repollinate, these animals flatten out the flowers, which level is included only 20%
Okay.
of level in terms of its tendency. Now, of course, all of this is still data and subject to change, which is why I've kept things at a high level and avoided diving too much into numbers of data. So that's that. There's a lot of stuff to like about the data, but there are also things that are a little bit more questionable. This is a
Allow me to
pretty
present my
exciting video
services.
game state.
I own a small shop that specializes in curiosities. I would have thought that someone in your position ought to be interested in pursuing our collection of manuscripts on elixirs, for example. Oh, art stuff. Art. The dark exterior of Arnside Antiquities blends into its surroundings. A tailor called Jones and an ugly-looking haberdashery, to the extent that I walk past it 3 times before I find it. Inside, however, I am greeted by a world of intrigue and wonder. Old trinkets sit alongside faded books and manuscripts, while strange utensils and machines, their uses unfathomable, occupy rows of display cases. It is some time before I peel myself away, returning to Undermere with 2 new recipes for elixirs that demand further study. Okay. Oh. Oh, let me put this stuff away. Let's clean up our desk. This elixir will enable any drinker of it to overcome their sense of fear, though it should be considered beforehand that fear is not always a bad thing. For example, it would be not wise to drink this near the edge of a cliff. A 5-pointed leaf to grant courage, a red flower to protect the mind, a seed pod for luck, and the little elixir of the damned, made from a combination of arbitum, alacritus, molecule. This power elixir is dangerous. Extreme caution is advised. It's said to bring a person back from the brink of death, but at the expense of their soul. Those who have drunk it appear vacant and lost, alive, but no longer really with us. Oh, that's scary.
Compare that to Vault 95 and Fallout 4. Oh my god! When I first played Fallout 76, I did give it a start. Was it a pretty It wasn't a pretty bad stage, sure, but the variety of the map, the visuals, and the music, I felt created a really critical tone. The soundtrack was legendary, I would say. It's probably the very best soundtrack in all the Fallout games. New Vegas, of course, had the very best licensed music, but you get me. There's also a lot more creative design, I think, in this game. Well, for example, in Fallout 4, the only enemies introduced in the whole of the main game were 2 bugs, a 2-headed deer, and a super mutant dog. That really was. Fallout 76 adds almost as many new enemy types to the series as there are types of enemy in Fallout 4. Just look at this thing, 3-headed opossum. I think because Fallout 76 is
Henchuck.
the designers had a lot more creative freedom.
The fruit of the henchuck can have startling effects on memory. Even a small dose can result in short-term memory loss, but in larger amounts it has been known to cause severe amnesia. The tuberous bulb has an unusual structure, growing in bursts that give a striped appearance when cut open. When the outer layer hardens and turns blue-green, it is ready to harvest.
My favorite part about being this swamp that has giant mutated tendrils and cleaning the land for nature. It just gives us some of the best scenery in the whole series.
wonder if it's this one.
So let's end with a quick fire round. Fallout 76, the gunshots, weapon kickback, and screen bursts have been notably turned down. Here's Fallout.
I'm gonna try it.
This makes the combat in 76 a lot more casual, so the storytelling can take focus. Power armor can be placed into your inventory, so if it gets stuck up in water, you can just store it, or come up against the big boss, you can instantly deploy it rather than going all the way across the map and back each time you need. Losing is no longer a slow chore, as after a big fight, you only need to loot one corpse, and it gives you a full list of all the loot on every corpse in the nearby area. When you lose a note, it automatically opens. When you lose a holotape, it automatically plays. When you're exploring any nearby quests, it automatically highlights it on the map. And when my green screen inevitably falls on me, Fallout 76 is there to save the day.
Oh shit, what? Come on. Oh, do I not have these plants yet? Or have the...
Fallout 76 is the very first Fallout game to have a usable Bitcoin interface. I'm impressed it's only taken 30 fucking years. Clearly, Bethesda...
Oh, right here.
I'm not the
Cabelia.
ones I took before, because now all of the menus have sub-menus. Notable new additions are menus for armor, food, drink, notes, holotapes. Are you ready? Now when you accidentally pick up an item without reading it, it doesn't just disappear to the endless wastes that are your disc section. In Fallout 76, you can just go to new and find out what you picked up. See, from its very beginning, Fallout was designed in the style of point-and-click adventure games. In that you travel around collecting items and then use those items to solve problems. And for it to have taken this long for one of the most prolific video game developers of all time to add what is essentially the most basic level of menu organization to a series like this, which is arguably the most famous video game franchise of all time. It's very surprising. Fallout 4's anniversary edition is also coming out later this week, and I would be amazed if they add any of this to the game. It's going to pop the screen if they did. It just crashes, it won't run. This was $20.
Right.
People talk about Bethesda giving Fallout 4's engine to someone else so they can make a better game. But I am not saying that Fallout 76 is the best game ever by any means. Partly it just has the saving grace of being compared to one of the most awkwardly designed video games of all time. So let's do it. Yes, let's talk about Fallout 76's letdowns. What's really fun about this game is it's a little bit like two different games mixed together. On the one hand, you have what the film was initially trying to do, in that this game still has huge sections of the map with no characters, just mobs and politics. Then on the other hand, we have all the new stuff they've added. The characters, towns, and complex stories that have been sort of squashed in between this old content. And as you can imagine, this leads to some pretty jarring moments. For example, when this game first came out, the main story was following the footsteps of your owners by collecting holotapes and notes that she left around the wasteland. After this, you learned that she discovered a biome where you can live for scorch, which essentially killed and scared off everyone in Appalachia. And using that note, you learn how to fight back against it. The thing is, the overseer is out in the game, but she barely mentions the grand trip around the wasteland, the scorched, or how to deal with it. It just feels like at times they never married up the original story with all of these new updates. You see,
What's the Watcher?
Scorched remains to be this game's main story. And if you do it today, it still contains almost no human NPCs whatsoever. It's also rubbish. All you do is go to an area and find a dozen holotapes all saying the same thing. That has been something the developers couldn't be bothered to animate me. I repeat this over and over again for 20 hours. However, all the original content this game had isn't terrible. Interestingly, because this game's original content was to completely fill the wasteland with nothing but holotapes and background storytelling, many locations that later with new quests added actually feel really full and detailed now. Take Voltech University, for example. But yeah, in the review I made for this game came out, I complained that this whole area only had one terminal with one story on it. Now that was part of the treasure.
But I clicked here before, I'm pretty sure.
You now need to cut it to solve that mission. But not only is this question
Yeah.
it's the empty cleaning room wants to play the part of the dramatic act of overseer. We'll see. What this means is here we have the game's original backbone with lots of box and background storytelling, combined with more complex quests and characters. And it's good. Fire. What really was the most
And more raven spider. Equipped with the artist's knowledge, she journeyed west to the stone circle. Unknown to her, she was not alone as she made her preparations.
Many of them were very memorable, or introduced in a way that made the very distinct or interesting. Before that 76, however, the standout character for me was this central part of the American cow. Isolation of air through that's great. This is not a good thing.
My shoulder
Oh, I
hurts.
like the
I think I'm gonna stop.
that goes around talking about things that he really likes.